Welcome to Rollnaway Reads off literally the description of every single cookie that is currently in the game, holidays included. Obviously, to begin, plain cookies. Cookie production multiplier plus 1%. We all gotta start somewhere. Sugar cookies. Cookie production multiplier plus 1%. Tasty if a little unimaginative. Oatmeal raisin cookies. Cookie production plus 1%. No reason to hate these. For the future, I will not list off the percentage multiplier, as no need to state it unless it changes. Peanut butter cookies. Get yourself some jam. Cookies. Coconut cookies. Cookie production multiplier plus 2%. Flaky but not unreliable. Some people go crazy for these. Almond cookies. Sometimes you feel like one of these, sometimes you don't. Hazelnut cookies. Taste like a morning stroll through a fragrant forest minus the clouds of gnats. And walnut cookies. Some experts have pointed to the walnut's eerie resemblance to the human brain as a sign of its sentience, a theory most walnuts vehemently object to. White chocolate cookies. I know what you'll say, it's just cocoa butter, it's not real chocolate. Oh please. Macadamia nut cookies. They're macadam delicious. Double chip cookies. Double the chips, double the tasty, double the calories. White chocolate macadamia nut cookies. Otia's favorite. All chocolate cookies. Choco overdose. Dark chocolate coated cookies. These absorb light so well that you almost need to squint to see them. White chocolate coated cookies. Also, these two have cookie production multiplier of plus 4%. These dazzling cookies absolutely glisten with flavor. Eclipse cookies. Cookie production multiplier plus 2%. Look to the cookie. Zebra cookies. Snickerdoodles. True to their name. Strooper waffles. If it ain't Dutch, it ain't much. Macaroons. Not to be confused with macarons. These have coconut, okay? Madeleines. Unforgettable. And palmiers. Palmier than you. Pallets. You could probably play hockey with these. I mean, you're welcome to try. Sables. The name implies they're made of sand, but you know better, don't you? Caramellas. Cookie production plus 3%. Yeah, it's got a nice swing to it. Sagalongs. Grandma's favorite. Short foils. Foil it again. Winmints. They are the luckiest cookie you ever tasted. Gingerbread men. Cookie production plus 2%. You like to bite off the legs first, right? How about tearing off the arms, you sick monster? Gingerbread trees. Evergreens in a pastry form. You will be surprised what you can come up with. Pure black chocolate cookies. Cookie production multiplier plus 4%. Dipped in a lab-made substance darker than the darkest cocoa, dubbed chocolate. Pureed chocolate cookies, elaborated on the nanoscale. The coating on this biscuit is able to reflect light even if in a pitch-black environment. Ladyfingers. Cookie production multiplier plus 3%. Clean and sanitized so well you swear they're actual biscuits. Tuiles. These never go out of tile. Cookie production multiplier plus 3%. Chocolate stuffed biscuits. A princely snack. The whole is also the chocolate stuffing can breathe. Checo cookies. A square cookie? This solves so many storage and packaging problems. You're a genius. Butter cookies. These melt right off your mouth and into your heart. Let's face it, they're rather fattening. Cream cookies. It's like two chocolate chip cookies, but brought together with the magic of cream. It's fiendishly perfect. Ginger snaps. Cookie production multiplier plus 4%. Cookies with soul, probably. Cinnamon cookies. The secret is in the patented swirly glazing. Vanity cookies. One tiny candied fruit sits atop this decadent cookie. Cigars. Close but no match for those extravagant cookie straws they serve in coffee shops these days. Pinwheel cookies. Bringing you the dizzying combination of brown flavor and beige taste. Fudge squares. Not exactly cookies, but you won't care once you've tasted one of these. They're so good it's fudged up. Shortbread biscuits. These rich butter cookies are neither short nor bread. What a country. Millionaire's shortbreads. 3 thought-provoking layers of creamy chocolate, hard-working caramel, and crumbly biscuit, and a poignant commentary of class struggle. Caramel cookies. The polymerized carbohydrates adorning these cookies are sure to stick to your teeth for quite a while. Pecan sandies. Stick it on a cookie and call it a day. Name your band after it, whatever. Moravian spice cookies. Popular for being the world's Moravianest cookies. Anzac. All-meat biscuits from a bakery down under, containing no eggs, but yes oats. Butter cakes. Glistening with cholesterol, these cookies moistly straddle the line between the legal definition of a cookie and just a straight-up stick of butter. Ice cream sandwich. In an alternate universe, ice cream sandwich designates the ice cream cone filled with bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes. Maybe some sprinkles, too. Pink biscuits. One of the oldest cookies traditionally dipped in champagne to soften it, because the French would use any opportunity to drink. Whole grain cookies, covered in seeds and other earthly-looking debris, really going for that 5-second rule. Candy cookies. These melt in your hands just a little bit. Big chip cookies. You're in awe at the size of these chips. Absolute units. 1-chip cookies. You get one. Sprinkles cookies. A bit of festive decorating might hide the fact that this might be one of the blandest cookies that you've ever tasted. Peanut butter blossoms, topped with a scrumptious chocolate squirt, which is something we really wish we didn't just right. No bake cookies. You have no idea how these ovenless treats came to be or how they hold their shape. You're thinking either elephant glue or cold fusion. Florentines. These make up for being the fruit cake of cookies by at least having the decency to be covered in chocolate. Chocolate crinkles. Non-denominational cookies to celebrate year-round deliciousness, and certainly not Christmas or some other nonsense. Maple cookies. Made with syrup from a land where milk comes in bags instead of spontaneously pooling at the bottom of your screen depending on your achievements. Persian rice cookies. Rose water and poppy seeds are the secret ingredients of these small, butter-free cookies. Norwegian cookies. A flat butter cookie with a sliver of candied cherry on top. It is said that these illustrate the bleakness of Scandinavian existentialism. Crispy rice cookies. Fun to make at home. Store-bought cookies are obsolete. Topple the system. There's marshmallows in these. Destroy capitalism. Ube cookies. The tint is obtained by the use of purple yams. According to the color theory, these cookies are either noble, holy, or supervillains. Butterscotch cookies. The butterscotch chips are just the right amount of sticky and make you feel like you're eating candy. Speculas. These crunchy, almost obnoxiously cinnamony cookies are a sort of Dutch pride. About the origin of the name, one can only speculate. Chocolate oatmeal cookies. These bad boys compensate for having a lack of cohesive form and a lumpy, unsightly appearance by being just simply delicious, something we should all aspire to. Molasses cookies. Sticky, crackly, and dusted in fine sugar. Some lunatics have been known to eat these with potatoes. Biscotti. Almonds and pistachios make these very robust cookies slightly more interesting to people, more interesting to eat than to bludgeon people with. Waffle cookies. Whether these are cookies with shockingly waffle-like features or simply regular cookie-sized waffles is a debate we're not getting into here. Custard creams. British law pits these in a merciless war against bourbon biscuits. The filling evokes vanilla without quite approaching it. They're tasty on the inside. Bourbon cookies. 2 chocolate biscuits joined together with even more chocolate, the sworn rivals of custard creams as the legend has it. Mini cookies. Cookie production multiplier plus 5%. Have you ever noticed how the smaller something is, the easier it is to binge on? Empire biscuits. Cookie production multiplier plus 2%. For your growing cookie empire, of course. British tea biscuits. Quite. Chocolate British tea biscuits. Yes, quite. Round British tea biscuits. Yes, quite riveting. Round chocolate British tea biscuits. Yes, quite riveting indeed. Round British tea biscuits with a heart motif. Yes, quite riveting, old chap. Round chocolate British tea biscuits with a heart motif. I like cookies. Fig glutens. Got it all figured out. L'Oreal's. Because, they're worth it? Jaffa cake. If you want to bake a fat cookie from scratch, you must full spirit a factory. Grease cups. Extra greasy peanut butter. Digits. 3 flavors, 0 phalanges. Butter horseshoes. Cookie production multiplier plus 4%. It would behoove you to not overindulge in these. Butter pucks. Lord, what fools these mortals be. This is kind of a hokey reference. Butternuts. Look, you can call these pretzels if you want, but you'd just be fooling yourself, wouldn't you? Butter slabs. Nothing butter than a slab onto the face. Butter swirls. These are equal parts sugar, butter, and warm fuzzy feelings, of all of which cause millions of deaths every day. Lombardia cookies. Cookie production multiplier plus 3%. These come from those farms with a really good memory. Bastinaken cookies. French cookies made of delicious cinnamon and candy sugar. These do not contain nuts. Festivity loops. Cookie production multiplier plus 2%. These garish biscuits are a perfect fit for the children's birthday, parties, or the funerals of strange, eccentric billionaires. Rose macarons. Cookie production plus 3%. Although an odd flavor, these pastries recently rose in popularity. Lemon macarons. Tastefully sour, delightful treats. Chocolate macarons. They're like tiny, sugary bowls. Pistachio macarons. Pistachio shells now removed after multiple complaints. Hazelnut macarons. These go especially well with coffee. Violet macarons. It's like spraying perfume into your mouth. Caramel macarons. The saltiest, chewiest of them all. And licorice macarons, also known as blackarons. Profiteroles. Cookie production multiplier plus 4%. Also known as cream puffs, these pastries are light, fluffy, filled with whipped cream, and fun to throw at people when snowballs are running scarce. Jelly donut. Guaranteed to contain at least 0.3% jelly filling, or your money back. You can still see the jelly stab wound. Glazed donut. Absolutely gooey with sugar. The whole is the tastiest part. Chocolate cake. The cake is a portal reference. Strawberry cake. It's not easy to come up with a flavor text for something as generic as this, but some would say it's a piece of cake. Apple pie. It is said that some grandmas go rogue and bake these instead. Lemon meringue pie. Meringue is a finicky substance made of sugar and egg whites that requires specific atmospheric conditions to be baked at all. The lemon, as far as we can tell, isn't nearly as picky. Butter croissant. Look around. A rude man in a striped shirt bikes past you. He smells of cigarettes and a cafe au lait. Somewhere a mime uses his moustache to make fun of the British. 300 pigeons fly overhead. Relax. You're experiencing croissant. Cookie dough. Boasting with infinite potential, but can also be eaten as is, arguably with the salmonella. Burnt cookie. This cookie flew too close to the sun and is now a shadow of its former self. If only you set a timer, you wouldn't have this tragedy on your hands. A chocolate chip cookie, but with the chips picked off for some reason. This has to be the saddest thing you've ever seen. Flavor text to cookie. What you're currently reading is what gives this cookie its imitable flavor. High definition cookie. Uncomfortably weird. Like those weird stories your aunt keeps telling at parties. Toast. A crisp slice of bread begging for some butter and jam. Why do people keep proposing these at parties? Peanut butter and jelly. It's time. Wookiees. These aren't the cookies you're looking for. Cheeseburger. Absolutely no relation to cookies whatsoever, or Tio just wanted an excuse to draw a hamburger. One lone chocolate chip. The start of something beautiful. Skull cookies. Plus 2% cookie production. Want to know something spooky? You've got one of these inside your head right now. Ghost cookies. There's something strange, but they look pretty good. Bat cookies. The cookies this town deserves. Slime cookies. The incredible melting cookie. Pumpkin cookie. Not even pumpkin flavored. Tastes like glazing. Yuck. Eyeball cookies. When you stare into the cookie stares back at you. Spider cookies. You found the recipe on the web. They do whatever a cookie can. Christmas tree biscuits. Whose pine is it anyway? Snowflake biscuits. Mass-produced and to be unique in every way. Snowman biscuits. It's frosted. Doubly so. Holly biscuits. You don't smooch under these ones. That would be the mistletoe, which, botanically, is a smellier variant of the miso finger. Candy cane biscuits. It's 2 treats in one. Further inspection reveals that the frosting does not actually taste like peppermint, but like mundane sugary frosting. Bell biscuits. What do these even have to do with Christmas? Who cares? Bring them in. Present biscuits. The prequel to the future biscuits. Watch out. Outdoor biscuits. On top of a 2% multiplier to cookie production, grandmas also get a 2% cookie multiplier. Brought by outdoor plants. The cost scales with CPS. They taste incredibly stale, even when baked fresh. Bakeberry cookies. Really good dipped in chocolate. Duke-tato cookies. Cookie production multiplier plus 10%. Fragrant and mealy with a slight yellow aftertaste. Green yeast digestives. Plus 1 golden cookie gains and effect duration. Plus 1 golden cookie frequency. Plus 3% random drop rates. These are tastier than you'd expect, but not by much. Wheat Slims. Cookie production multiplier plus 1%. The only reason you consider these cookies is because you feel slightly sorry for them. Pure Halt Biscuits. Cookie production multiplier plus 2%. Melty white chocolate that says, I like you. Ardent Halt Biscuits. A red hot cherry biscuit that will nudge the target of your affection in interesting directions. Sour Halt Biscuits. A bitter lime biscuit for the lonely and the heartbroken. Weeping Halt Biscuits. An ice-cold blueberry biscuit, symbol of a mending heart. Golden Halt Biscuits. A beautiful biscuit to symbolize kindness, true love, and sincerity. Eternal Halt Biscuits. Silver icing for a very special someone you've liked for a very long time. Dragon Cookie. Cookie production multiplier plus 5%. Imbued with the vigor and vitality of a full-grown cookie dragon, this mystical cookie will embolden your empire for the generations to come. Milk Chocolate Butter Biscuit. Cookie production plus 10%. Awarded for owning 100 of everything, it bears the engraving of a fine entrepreneur. Dark Chocolate Butter Biscuits. Awarded for owning 150 of everything, it is adorned with the image of an experienced cookie tycoon. White Chocolate Butter Biscuits. Awarded for owning 200 of everything. The chocolate is chiseled to depict a masterful pastry magnate. Ruby Chocolate Butter Biscuit. Awarded for owning 250 of everything. Covered in rare red chocolate, this biscuit is etched to represent the face of a cookie industrialist made mad with power. Lavender Chocolate Butter Biscuit. Awarded for owning 300 of everything. This subtly flavored biscuit represents the accomplishments of decades of top-secret research. The molded design on the chocolate resembles a well-known entrepreneur who gave all of their ancient path of baking. Synthetic Chocolate Green Honey Butter Biscuit. Rewarded for owning 350 of everything. The recipe for this butter biscuit was once the sole heritage of an ancient mountain monastery. Its flavor is so refined that only a slab of lab-made chocolate specifically engineered to be completely tasteless could complement it. It's also got your face on it. Royal Raspberry Chocolate Butter Biscuit. Awarded for owning 400 of everything. Once reserved for the megalomaniac elite, this unique strain of fruity chocolate has a flavor and texture unlike any other. Whether its exorbitant worth is improved or lessened by the presence of your likeness on it still seems to be remained. Ultra-concentrated, high-energy chocolate butter biscuits. Awarded for owning 450 of everything, infused with the power of several hydrogen bombs through a process that left most nuclear engineers and shareholders perplexed. Currently at the center of some rather heated United States meetings. Going in more detail about this chocolate would violate several state secrets, but we'll just add that someone's bust seems to be pictured on it. Perhaps yours? Pure Pitch Black Chocolate Butter Biscuit. Awarded for owning 500 of everything. This chocolate is so pure and so flawless that it has no color of its own, instead taking on the appearance of whatever is around it. You are a bit surprised to notice that this one isn't stamped with your effigy, as its surface is perfectly smooth to the picometer, until you realize it's quite literally reflecting your own face like a mirror. And finally, the birthday cookie. Costs 5 octillion cookies, and it has a +1 cookie percent multiplier for every year Cookie Clicker has existed, currently at 5%. Thank you for playing Cookie Clicker Oathill, and thank you to anyone who actually bothered to watch through this whole thing. I have no idea why you would, but thank you anyways. Goodbye.